baker's window steamed against the cold, and stopped for just a moment at the warmth of it, before the day began to do its hold. You started meeting me there on the Tuesdays without a plan. It just became the thing, and we would stand outside and choose unhurriedly before the morning took its everything. Some mornings are the ones worth building on. Some mornings have a quality of gift. The baker's window and the choosing slowly was where the ordinary got its lift. We'd carry whatever we had chosen forward into whatever the particular day required. And something in the starting with the choosing made everything that followed feel less tired. Some mornings are the ones worth building on. Some mornings have a quality of gift. I pass the baker's window every Tuesday and feel the standing and the choosing shift into something warm inside the winter morning that has you in it, still beside the glass. And I choose slowly now in your particular honor, and let the morning commuters rush and pass. My grandmother had a table that sat 12. She lived alone for 30 of its years, and set it every Sunday for the possible, which is a kind of faith that perseveres. We'd fill it sometimes, 8 or 9 of us, and leave the others empty without comment. And she would serve from the kitchen end to everyone, as if the empty chairs were just a moment. The table that is set for more than's coming is either sad or hopeful, take your pick. I took it as the hopeful version always, and found the Sunday table did the trick of making everyone who came feel wanted in something larger than the number there. The empty chairs were not for those who weren't coming. They were for the possibility of care. The table that is set for more than's coming is either sad or hopeful, take your pick. I set my table bigger than I need to, in her particular memory and trick. And when the people come, they fill the spaces, and when they don't, the spaces hold the room. And either way, the table does its purpose of making somewhere worth the coming to. We sent each other postcards from the places we went to separately when we were young, before the phones made everything immediate, and pictures traveled faster than the tongue. You sent me one from somewhere on the coast, with 3 lines and a drawing of a bird. And I still have it in the box of postcards, the bird in blue beside your careful word. There's something in the choosing of the image, the turning of the rack to find the right one. The postcard is a portrait of the sender, more than of the place the sender's sight on. I sent you one from somewhere in the mountains that took 2 weeks to find you at the other end. And by the time it arrived, I was already back, and we had talked about the trip around the bend. There's something in the choosing of the image, the turning of the rack to find the right one. I buy postcards still from places that I visit, and write them to myself when all is done, and put them in the box beside the bird in blue, and feel the rack turning and the choosing, and all the places we were separately young, and all the careful words worth not yet losing. You had a talent for the afternoon nap that I could never quite successfully learn. You'd close your eyes at 3 on certain Sundays and be gone before the minutes turn. I'd sit beside you, reading or not reading, and listen to the breathing change its pace, and feel the particular peace of being near someone completely trusting of the space. There's an art to the afternoon surrender. There's a skill in putting down the day. The ones who nap without apology are practicing a generous display of trust in all the ordinary hours, that they will still be there upon the waking, and finding them exactly where they left them is the whole reassurance of the taking. There's an art to the afternoon surrender. There's a skill in putting down the day. I've learned to nap since you were here to teach me, by proximity and by the Sunday way, and close my eyes on certain afternoons and find the breathing changing just the same, and feel the Sunday and the 3 o'clock and all the peace that came with your particular name. You had a look I came to call the middle distance, when something in your thinking took you out, not far away, just slightly past the present, into somewhere I could never be without. I learned to wait it out without the asking, and you would come back when the thought was done, and pick up what we'd been doing without marking the middle distance like it hadn't run. The ones who live in both the here and somewhere, the ones whose thinking takes them briefly out, are giving you a glimpse of their interior. The middle distance is the trust without a doubt. I found it beautiful, the not quite here, the somewhere that your eyes would briefly go, and felt the privilege of seeing someone thinking in the unguarded way we rarely show. The ones who live in both the here and somewhere, the ones whose thinking takes them briefly out. I catch myself now going to the middle distance, and feel you in the going and the route, and wonder if you ever saw me do it, and wait waited with the patience that you had, and loved me past the somewhere I was going, the way you did, and that I'm always glad. After everything, the thing I'm most surprised by is how much warmth is left inside the after. The love changes shape but doesn't leave entirely. It settles into something past the chapter. I find it in the way I approach a morning more gently than I would have done before, and in the patience that I have for Tuesday, and in the way I notice and give more. After everything is not the ending. After everything is where you find what all the everything has left inside you, the warmth and what the loving left behind. I am not the same as I was before the having, and not the same as in the middle of the being. And who I am now carries what was given in ways I'm only gradually seeing. After everything is not the ending. After everything is where you find what all the everything has left inside you, the warmth that stays when everything's resigned. To being past and present at the same time, to being gone and somehow still right here. After everything, I find I'm grateful. And after everything is how I've come to be clear. You had a favorite cup that wasn't much to look at, a plain thing bought from somewhere unremarkable. But you would reach for it above the others every morning with a preference unmistakable. I used to tease you for the cup allegiance, the way you'd wash it separately when needed, and you would carry on with great conviction that the coffee tasted better and succeeded. without a good reason. The things that get our loyalty without earning are sometimes the most honest of our lovings. The plain cup and its morning, and it's turning. I broke it once and felt the breaking badly, more than a cup deserved, or so I thought. And you were gracious, which was very you, and said it didn't matter which it sort of. The things we love without a good reason, the things that get our loyalty without earning. I have a favorite cup now of my own, a plain thing bought from somewhere, unremarkable, turning into the first thing that I reach for every morning, the one I wash separately when I need. And in the reaching I have found the reason, the plain cup and its coffee and its creed. We walk the same route every other evening, down to the water and along the path, and back through the old part of the neighborhood, and home in time for whatever came after. The route was ours in the particular way routes become when walked in every weather. And we had names for corners and for benches that nobody but us had put together. The bench where we first held hands was always called the bench without the needing of a name. And the corner where you told me something important was just the corner, but we knew its claim. I walk it still, though not as often as before, and feel the route, remember being walked together. The bench and corner and the water path, still holding what we gave them in all weather. I walk it still, though not as often as before, and feel the route, remember being walked together. The names we gave things live inside the walking, and I pass the bench and corner in the tether of everything we named without the naming, and feel the water path do what it does, which is to hold the shape of all the walkers who gave it something while the walking was. January was our particular month, when everyone had gone back to their lives, and we would have the city to ourselves, and all the quiet that the new year contrives. We'd go to galleries that had no queues, and restaurants that had their tables back, and walk through streets that felt like they were resting from whatever December had attacked. I love the ones who love the in-between, the ones who find the January beautiful, the obvious months with all their color, but the strip back and the quiet and the suitable. We drink bad wine at the exhibition opening of something neither of us quite understood, and talk about it afterwards with confidence that probably exceeded what we should. I love the ones who love the in-between, the ones who find the January beautiful. I go to galleries alone in January and feel the quiet and the unsuitable. Joy of having somewhere mostly to yourself, and think of you and all our empty Januaries that were the fullest months of all the year, and all the bad wine and the galleries. You had a recipe for the pasta thing. You made it on the evenings that were harder, and it was never from a book, just memory, assembled from the back of someone's larder. I watched you make it more times than I counted, never quite committed it to paper. And now I make approximations of it that are almost but not quite the same in flavor. The things we learn by watching, not by writing. The things things absorbed through presence, not through note. Or somewhere in the body, past the thinking, too close to be retrieved by reaching road. I get it nearly right on certain evenings, and stand there tasting something at the stove that tips toward the recipe I'm missing, and feel the pasta thing and feel its code. The things we learn by watching, not by writing. The things absorbed through presence, not through note. I cook it on the harder evenings always, and let the approximation be the vote. Something learned by love and not by writing, that lives in the attempt and not the page, and tastes of all the evenings I was watching, and of the recipe that doesn't age. We fought over the window seat on every train, not seriously, but with our particular vigor. And whoever lost would take the aisle with grace and press their face against the other's shoulder. You almost always won, which I allowed, because your pleasure at the window was a sight. The way you track the landscape going past, with everything you had and all your light. The ones who love the window on a train, the ones who watch the world go past with wonder, are giving you a gift by just their watching, that splits the ordinary world asunder. You watch the window through the journey, and find the world more interesting through your seeing. The fields and towns and bridges and the water, more vivid for the way you gave your being. The ones who love the window on a train, the ones who watch the world go past with wonder. I take the window seat on every journey now, and watch the way you taught me not to blunder, past the ordinary field and ordinary showed me seeing from your side of the particular track. You had a favorite cup that wasn't much to look at, a plain thing bought from somewhere unremarkable. But you would reach for it above the others every morning with a preference unmistakable. I used to tease you for the cup allegiance, the way you'd wash it separately when needed, and you would carry on with great conviction that the coffee tasted better and succeeded. The things we love without a good reason, the things that get our loyalty without earning, are sometimes the most honest of our lovings. The plain cup and its morning and its turning. I broke it once and felt the breaking badly, more than a cup deserved, or so I thought. And you were gracious, which was very you, and said it didn't matter which it sort of. The things we love without a good reason, the things that get our loyalty without earning. I have a favorite cup now of my own, a plain thing bought from somewhere unremarkable, turning into the first thing that I reach for every morning, the one I wash separately when I need. And in the reaching I have found the reason, the plain cup and its coffee and its creed. Every morning on the way to work I'd pass it, the baker's window steamed against the cold, and stop for just a moment at the warmth of it before the day began to do its hold. You started meeting me there on the Tuesdays without a plan, it just became the thing. And we would stand outside and choose unhurriedly before the morning took its everything. Some mornings are the ones worth building on. Some mornings have a quality of gift, the baker's window and the choosing slowly. was where the ordinary got its lift. We'd carry whatever we had chosen forward into whatever the particular day required. And something in the starting with the choosing made everything that followed feel less tired. Some mornings are the ones worth building on. Some mornings have a quality of gift. I pass the baker's window every Tuesday and feel the standing and the choosing shift into something warm inside the winter morning that has you in it, still beside the glass. And I choose slowly now in your particular honor, and let the morning commuters rush and pass. My grandmother had a table that sat 12. She lived alone for 30 of its years, and set it every Sunday for the possible, which is a kind of faith that perseveres. We'd fill it sometimes, 8 or 9 of us, and leave the others empty without comment. And she would serve from the kitchen and to everyone, as if the empty chairs were just a moment. The table that is set for more than's coming is either sad or hopeful, take your pick. I took it as the hopeful version always, and found the Sunday table did the trick of making everyone who came feel wanted in something larger than the number there. The empty chairs were not for those who weren't coming, they were for the possibility of care. The table that is set for more than's coming is either sad or hopeful, take your pick. I set my table bigger than I need to, in her particular memory and trick. And when the people come, they fill the spaces, and when they don't, the spaces hold the room. And either way, the table does its purpose of making somewhere worth the coming to. We sent each other postcards from the places we went to separately when we were young, before the phones made everything immediate and pictures traveled faster than the tongue. You sent me one from somewhere on the coast, with 3 lines and a drawing of a bird, and I still have it in the box of postcards, the bird in blue beside your careful word. There's something in the choosing of the image, the turning of the rack to find the right one. The postcard is a portrait of the sender, more than of the place the sender's sight on. I sent you one from somewhere in the mountains that took 2 weeks to find you at the other end, and by the time it arrived I was already back, and we had talked about the trip around the bend. There's something in the choosing of the image, the turning of the rack to find the right one. I buy postcards still from places that I visit, and write them to myself when all is done, and put them in the box beside the bird in blue, and feel the rack turning and the choosing, and all the places we were separately on, and all the careful words worth not yet losing. You had a talent for the afternoon nap that I could never quite successfully learn. You'd close your eyes at 3 on certain Sundays and be gone before the minutes turn. I'd sit beside you, reading or not reading, and listen to the breathing change its pace, and feel the particular peace of being near someone completely trusting of the space. There's an art to the afternoon surrender. There's a skill in putting down the day. The ones who nap without apology are practicing a generous display of trust in all the ordinary hours, that they will still be there upon the waking, and finding them exactly where they left them is the whole reassurance of the taking. There's an art to the afternoon surrender. There's a skill in putting down the day. I've learned to nap since you were here to teach me, by proximity and by the Sunday way. And close my eyes on certain afternoons and find the breathing changing just the same, and feel the Sunday and the 3 o'clock and all the peace that came with your particular name. You had a look I came to call the middle distance, when something in your thinking took you out. Not far away, just slightly past the present, into somewhere I could never be without. I learned to wait it out without the asking, and you would come back when the thought was done, and pick up what we'd been doing without marking the middle distance like it hadn't run. The ones who live in both the here and somewhere, the ones whose thinking takes them briefly out, are giving you a glimpse of their interior. The middle distance is the trust without a doubt. I found it beautiful, the not quite here, the somewhere that your eyes would briefly go, and felt the privilege of seeing someone thinking in the unguarded way we rarely show. The ones who live in both the here and somewhere, the ones whose thinking takes them briefly out. I catch myself now going to the middle distance, and feel you in the going and the route, and wonder if you ever saw me do it, and waited with the patience that you had, and loved me past the somewhere I was going, the way you did, and that I'm always glad. After everything, the thing I'm most surprised by is how much warmth is left inside the after. The love changes shape but doesn't leave entirely. it settles into something past the chapter. I find it in the way I approach a morning more gently than I would have done before, and in the patience that I have for Tuesday, and in the way I notice and give more. After everything is not the ending. After everything is where you find what all the everything has left inside you, the warmth and what the loving left behind. I am not the same as I was before the having, and not the same as in the middle of the being. And who I am now carries what was given in ways I'm only gradually seeing. After everything is not the ending. After everything is where you find what all the everything has left inside you, the warmth that stays when everything's resigned. To being past and present at the same time, to being gone and somehow still right here. After everything, I find I'm grateful, and after everything is how I've come to be clear. You had a favorite cup that wasn't much to look at, a plain thing bought from somewhere unremarkable, but you would reach for it above the others every morning with a preference unmistakable. I used to tease you for the cup allegiance, the way you'd wash it separately when needed, and you would carry on with great conviction that the coffee tasted better and succeeded. The things we love without a good reason, the things that get our loyalty without earning, are sometimes the most honest of our lovings. The plain cup and its morning and its turning. I broke it once and felt the breaking badly, more than a cup deserved, or so I thought. And you were gracious, which was very you, and said it didn't matter which it sort of. The things we love without a good reason, the things that get our loyalty without earning. I have a favorite somewhere unremarkable, turning into the first thing that I reach for every morning, the one I wash separately when I need. And in the reaching I have found the reason, the plain cup and its coffee and its creed. We walk the same route every other evening, down to the water and along the path, and back through the old part of the neighborhood, and home in time for whatever came after. The route was ours in the particular way routes become when walked in every weather. And we had names for corners and for benches that nobody but us had put together. The bench where we first held hands was always called the bench without the needing of a name. And the corner where you told me something important was just the corner, but we knew its claim. I walk it still, though not as often as before, and feel the route, remember being walked together. The bench and corner and the water path, still holding what we gave them in all weather. I walk it still, though not as often as before, and feel the route, remember being walked together. The names we gave things live inside the walking, and I pass the bench and corner in the tether of everything we named without the naming, and feel the water path do what it does, which is to hold the shape of all the walkers who gave it something while the walking was. January was our particular month, when everyone had gone back to their lives, and we would have the city to ourselves, and all the quiet that the new year contrives. We'd go to galleries that had no queues, and restaurants that had their tables back, and walk through streets that felt like they were resting from whatever December had attacked. I love the ones who love the in-between, the ones who find the January beautiful, not the obvious months with all their color, but the strip back and the quiet and the suitable. We drink bad wine at the exhibition opening of something neither of us quite understood, and talk about it afterwards with confidence that probably exceeded what we should. I love the ones who love the in-between, the ones who find the January beautiful. I go to galleries alone in January and feel the quiet and the unsuitable. Joy of having somewhere, mostly to yourself, and think of you and all our empty Januaries that were the fullest months of all the year, and all the bad wine and the galleries. You had a recipe for the pasta thing. You made it on the evenings that were harder, and it was never from a book, just memory, assembled from the back of someone's larder. I watched you make it more times than I counted, never quite committed it to paper. And now I make approximations of it that are almost but not quite the same in flavor. The things we learn by watching, not by writing. The things absorbed through presence, not through note. Somewhere in the body, past the thinking, too close to be retrieved by reaching road. I get it nearly right on certain evenings, and stand there tasting something at the stove that tips toward the recipe I'm missing. Feel the pasta thing and feel its code. The things we learn by watching, not by writing. The things absorbed through presence, not through note. I cook it on the harder evenings always, and let the approximation be the vote. recipe that doesn't age. We fought over the window seat on every train, not seriously, but with our particular vigor. And whoever lost would take the aisle with grace and press their face against the other's shoulder. You almost always won, which I allowed, because your pleasure at the window was a sight. The way you track the landscape going past, with everything you had and all your light. The ones who love the window on a train, who watch the world go past with wonder, are giving you a gift by just their watching, that splits the ordinary world asunder. You watch the window through the journey and find the world more interesting through your seeing. The fields and towns and bridges and the water, more vivid for the way you gave your being. The ones who love the window on a train, the ones who watch the world go past with wonder. I take the window seat on every journey now, and watch the way you taught me not to blunder, past the ordinary field and ordinary water, and feel your watching in my watching back, and see the world the way you showed me seeing, from your side of the particular track. You had a favorite cup that wasn't much to look at, a plain thing bought from somewhere unremarkable, but you would reach for it above the others every morning with a preference unmistakable. Used to tease you for the cup allegiance, the way you'd wash it separately when needed, and you would carry on with great conviction that the coffee tasted better and succeeded. The things we love without a good reason, the things that get our loyalty without earning, are sometimes the most honest last of our lovings, the plain cup and its morning, and it's turning. I broke it once and felt the breaking badly, more than a cup deserved, or so I thought. And you were gracious, which was very you, and said it didn't matter which it's sort of. The things we love without a good reason, the things that get our loyalty without earning. I have a favorite cup now of my own, a plain thing bought from somewhere, unremarkable, turning into the first thing that I reach for every morning, the one I wash separately when I need. And in the reaching I have found the reason, the plain cup and its coffee and its cream.